LeBron James just opted into the final year of his contract, though did so with a mandate for Los Angeles Lakers leadership: build a team capable of competing in the Western Conference right now. Given the presence of Luka Doncic on the roster and the multi-year extension he is likely to sign in early August, Los Angeles is likely to begin the process by finding a suitable center on both ends of the floor. Analysts stuck the Lakers roster with the incomplete and rather inappropriate moniker of small last season, largely because of the lack of size and heft and effectiveness at the center position. Los Angeles was actually a lengthy and physical team at the guard and forward spots, with the likes of James, Doncic, Rui Hachimura, and Dorian Finney-Smith all playing big minutes. But the team lacked rim protection, which is something that Milwaukee Bucks center Brook Lopez can give it. The question is, what can the Lakers give him in return? Los Angeles has some wiggle room below the first apron, $4 million, and the second apron, $16 million, plus a boatload of expiring contracts and some meaningful first-round draft assets to trade. But Lopez is a free agent, so a trade is out of the question. The former NBA champion, 2021, and first-team All-NBA defender, 2023, is coming off of a 2-year, $48 million contract. He's not getting that kind of deal this summer at the age of 37, but he's worth far more than a veteran's minimum, particularly because Milwaukee will probably try to sign him back in the interest of keeping Giannis Antetokounmpo happy, and because Lopez also fits what the Golden State Warriors need in a big man acquisition this offseason. NBA Insider advises Lakers to sign Brook Lopez, trade for Robert Williams III. ESPN's Bobby Marks on Saturday, June 28th, suggested that the Lakers pursue a trade with the Portland Trail Blazers for Robert Williams III, a rangy rim protector and, when healthy, the kind of lob threat with whom Doncic is looking to team up. However, Marks also suggested in the next line that Los Angeles try to ink Lopez for the taxpayer mid-level exception, which is a little less than 24% of the $24 million salary he earned from the Bucks last season. The Lakers should build depth at center, starting with trading Gabe Vincent, Jordan Goodwin, and a second-round pick to Portland for Robert Williams III, Marks wrote. Also, sign Lopez to a 1-year, $5.7 million contract. Marks' suggestion is a great strategy, as both Williams and Lopez can protect the rim. Williams can rim run on offense with Doncic, while Lopez can offer floor spacing with his exceptional long-range shooting. The problems, however, are that Williams has played a total of 61 games over the past 3 seasons combined due to various injury concerns, while Lopez will likely have to turn down more money elsewhere in favor of a reunion with Los Angeles because of some factor or factors other than the financial, title contention, location, etc. LeBron James clear with Lakers about summer expectations. Los Angeles is going to have to find bargains and take risks this offseason if the franchise hopes to placate James, who relayed his message to the front office by way of his agent, Rich Paul. LeBron wants to compete for a championship. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all, Paul told ESPN's Shams Charania on Sunday. We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career. He wants to make every season he has left count. It is far easier for James to make that demand than for the Lakers to execute it, but with a rich and powerful new ownership group at the helm, Los Angeles is likely to give it a real try. The Los Angeles Lakers will face a daunting challenge to bring back Dorian Finney-Smith next season. Finney-Smith, who declined his $15.4 million player option to enter unrestricted free agency, will have plenty of interest from contending teams. One of them is the Houston Rockets, according to NBA insiders Jake Fisher and Mark Stein. The Houston Rockets have emerged as a viable free agent landing spot for Dorian Finney-Smith, league sources tell at the Stein Line and Me, after the veteran declined his $15.4 million player option for 2025-26 with the Lakers today, Fisher wrote on X. The Rockets have their full $14.1 million non-taxpayer mid-level exception to offer Finney-Smith to join Kevin Durant and their young nucleus in pursuit of a championship next season. According to ESPN's front office insider Bobby Marks, the Lakers will enter the first apron of the luxury tax if they re-sign Finney Smith to more than $5.7 million or use the $5.1 million taxpayer mid-level exception. Strong interest to re-sign Dorian Finney-Smith. The Lakers have registered a strong interest to re-sign Finney-Smith, Stein and Fisher previously reported. However, the Lakers will need to beat the Rockets' potential offer. In a March interview with Hoops Hype, Finney-Smith hinted that he is not going to take a pay cut. "You see what just happened with Luka Doncic?" Finney-Smith said at the time. "So, you've got to make sure you take care of yourself first," Finney-Smith quickly added. "We need to finish the season strong. If we win, everybody eats smiles." At his age, this could be Finney-Smith's last shot at a big contract. If he signs with the Rockets, that will open up the full $14.1 million mid-level exception for the Lakers to find a replacement for him. If they lose him, it will be a massive blow to the Lakers, who paid 3 second-round picks for just a half-year rental that only yielded a first-round exit. Dorian Finney-Smith's decision tied to LeBron's future. Finney-Smith will have a tough decision to make that could have ramifications to LeBron James' future with the Lakers. James opted into his $52.6 million player option, but he put the Lakers on notice. Clutch Sports CEO Rich Paul told ESPN that his top client wants to compete for a championship next season and that they will closely monitor the Lakers' off-season activities. "So, what we do know is he will be playing a record 23rd NBA season," Charania said on SportsCenter following James' decision to opt in. "Still not sure whether he plays one more season or he has multiple years left, but I'm told he wants to compete for a championship next season, and he is uncertain about the Lakers roster moving forward." LeBron could demand a trade from Lakers. The Lakers only have a first-round pick, 2031 or 2032, a few expiring salaries and up to 4 pick swaps to make a significant upgrade to a roster that lost in 5 games in the first round of the playoffs. "So, what we do know is he will be playing a record 23rd NBA season," Charania said. "Still not sure whether he plays one more season or he has multiple years left, but I'm told he wants to compete for a championship next season, and he is uncertain about the Lakers roster moving forward." Team president Rob Pelinka told Spectrum Sportsnet that they will leave no stone unturned to upgrade the Lakers roster. And if not, James might entertain the possibility of playing elsewhere to join a contender. LeBron James clearly is of the mindset that he wants to compete for a championship, and he's going to be monitoring very closely on the Lakers going to make the moves that put them in position to seriously compete in that vaunted Western Conference, Charania added. And then, if not, where do those conversations go? That becomes a subplot of this offseason Lakers. Will LeBron James entertain returning to Cleveland if the Los Angeles Lakers fail to furnish him a championship-ready roster for his 23rd season? Kevin O'Connor suggested a possible trade framework should James demand a trade, while urging the Cavaliers to go all in and bring home the soon-to-be 41-year-old superstar for a swan song. LeBron James to the Cavaliers would require getting under the second apron, which would mean losing Jarrett Allen, Darius Garland, and a third guy, probably Max Strus. O'Connor wrote on X, "It's a lot to give up for a player who may not put you over the top and may have only 1 year left. Then again, Allen is folded in the playoffs and Garland is a tiny guard," O'Connor continued. Could trading them be a low-key salary dump for Cleveland? Then, whenever LeBron retires, the front office would have cap flexibility to build next to Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley with better-fitting players than Allen and Garland. So in a strange way, adding LeBron could help optimize their short-term title odds while also helping in the longer term. It'd be a complicated trade. A third team at least would have to be involved. A lot would have to go out. But if the chance is there, the Cavs should all in on LeBron. The 64-win Cavaliers team that flopped in the playoffs could intrigue James. Joining forces with Mitchell and Mobley could give him a better shot at competing for a championship in a weakened Eastern Conference than with the Lakers in a loaded Western Conference. In O'Connor's trade proposal, the Lakers get younger with Garland, 25, and Allen, 27, who fits Luka Doncic's timeline better. Rich Paul's comment a veiled threat? James put more pressure on the Lakers' front office following Rich Paul's comments explaining his top client's decision to opt in instead of his customary opt-out and sign a new 1+1 deal. LeBron wants to compete for a championship, Paul told ESPN. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all. We are very appreciative of the partnership that we've had for 8 years with Jeannie, Bus, and Rob Pelinka, and consider the Lakers as a critical part of his career. It sounded like a thank you and farewell message. We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future, Paul continued. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career. He wants to make every season he has left count, and the Lakers understand that, are supportive, and want what's best for him. Doubting LeBron. ESPN's senior NBA insider Shams Charania later added that James is uncertain about the Lakers' roster moving forward. With the Lakers short on draft capital and cap room, it's hard to imagine they could be significantly better next season. LeBron James clearly is of the mindset that he wants to compete for a championship, and he's going to be monitoring very closely on the Lakers going to make the moves that put them in position to seriously compete in that vaunted Western Conference, Charania added. And then if not, where do those conversations go? That becomes a subplot of this offseason Lakers. It's hard to win a championship when two of the Lakers' best players, Doncic and Austin Reeves, are below-average defenders. Much more without a starting-caliber center that put a strain on James. Asking James to anchor a defense at his age is too much to ask.